A word of caution, Lord Sovu. If my time investigating Darth Nal's work has taught me anything, she did not like visitors.
I do not fear the dead. I knew the moment you asked me here, you finally understood your limitations. It is no secret. Your role in the hand of the Empire should have gone to me. You are clever, I'll grant you that, but weak. We were never truly equals. Your expertise does have its uses, however. Get on with it.
As you wish. Do you know what this is? No, of course you don't.
The mouse shows some teeth. Amusing. But look at this. You've saved me so much time, Rivix.
Don't do anything foolish. You're right, Sovu. We are not equals. But you do have your uses. Priority message for the Commander. I found something very interesting.
I'll kill you.
I don't fear the dead either.
Put it down.
Of course. Tau Adair, isn't it?
I'm not here to talk.
What a shame.
Would you look at that? Perfect timing. Here we go.
I've only just arrived, and you're already here to welcome me. Your hospitality is awe-inspiring.
I didn't want anyone else to get here first and steal you away.
Never fear. You are the one I'm here to see, and I come bearing gifts. The kind that once belonged to a certain mysterious Sith we know so little about.
This was Darth Nulls. What is it?
I have a theory, but that is all it is. A theory. I brought it to you in the hope that you could confirm it. Colonel Gola and Talos Drellick have been hard at work, combing through everything we've found, using the data to pinpoint other locations that may have been under Darth Nulls' control. But their expertise only reaches so far. You, however, have specialists and resources at your disposal that could identify what we've found.
If someone here knew anything about Darth Null, don't you think I would have asked them by now?
What about your fascinating Hutt scientist, Dr. Ogorob? He must have something in his bag of tricks that can tell us anything about this artifact.
You would trust something this important to that pretentious Hutt?
I think that now is not the time to leave any stone unturned.
Fine. We'll see what he has to say.
Lead the way. I am eager to learn what secrets this relic may be hiding.
Not now, Sahar.
Just try. I know you have it in you.
That's not what your precious Jedi said.
It's what I'm saying.
Enough! I found my way without your sorcery. Had to cut my slave collar with this. She gave me a choice. Die, or fight back. I fought, and I excelled, Sahar. The day I became a Mandalorian, I knew I found my home.
I hoped you would find success. You always had fire.
I had little choice. Some earn what they have. Some are given everything.
And some lose it all.
You dare speak to me about suffering?
Even the best armor has flaws. Spaces between plates of Beskar steel where blood can be drawn. The events of Runuk have shown me our flaws. I planned for Shevisla to find us. She did. I challenged her and was nearly defeated. An outcome that was not expected. How could my plans so miss the mark? I asked myself. I looked and finally found my answer. Someone did not honor their agreements. Someone valued credits over their own life. Bask's son used one of his pretty machines to make sure I didn't win the duel. He died like a coward. Because of him, we lost Runuk. Because of me, we gained a great deal more. Sahar, can you come up here? This one brought me something taken from the clutches of Darth Malgus. Something so powerful both the Sith and the Jedi race across the galaxy to claim it. With Sahar's help, we can unlock its secrets.
I told you, Hedda. We shouldn't do this. It's not safe.
You're right. It's never safe to change a galaxy. Never easy to fight corruption and hypocrisy. But your brother said you would face anything to restore balance. Each of you will gather the resources needed to make my vision a reality. You will have your assignments, but none will know the whole plan except myself and Sahar. At long last, we will take back what is ours.
I meant to say before, I ran into your old friend when I found Null's relic, Tau Adair. She put up quite a fight. She tries so fiercely to hide her contempt, yet she fails spectacularly.
I would dress you down for letting her escape, but at least I'll have another opportunity to pay her back for Corellia.
I have no doubt you'll get the chance. Eventually. I'm certain the Jedi will not rest until she has rescued the wayward Padawan.
Over here! I do believe I've found something. But first, you must tell me more about this containment device you encountered. What did it look like? How did it work?
The intricacies of the device were fascinating. I would be more than happy to go over the details.
I knew putting the two of you together was a bad idea.
Let's not disparage Dr. Ogorob for being thorough.
If you can spare a moment, Lord Rivix, we can speak afterward. Until then, I performed a scan that can identify dormant energy signatures, even if all that's left is the smallest trace, invisible to instruments you would find in more modest facilities. From the results, I can say with certainty that what you found is the remnant of a lightsaber. But there is more to the story.
I've sent some of my best people to search for something substantial about Darth Nul's history and have heard nothing. Then this is just dropped into my lap.
The answers we need do not always come when we want them. My equipment also found microscopic fragments of the lightsaber's power source. By all indications, the crystal used to construct the weapon originated in the Adika system.
That is curious. Before recent decades, Sith did not typically use Adigan crystals. They were favored by Jedi in Darth Nul's lifetime, if she lived as long ago as we hypothesize.
So, why did Darth Nul have a lightsaber that was built like a Jedi's?
A very pertinent question.
The answer may be more apparent than we think. We know Darth Nul created the Children of the Emperor. Perhaps she used the crystals in her method of binding Jedi prey to her master.
All we have are pieces of a broken lightsaber. I don't think we should jump to all these conclusions.
We may not have reached a conclusion, but I do believe we are finally heading toward one.
This might be the time to speak to Malgus again. You can ask about the interesting discoveries we've made here today.
He'll say nothing. I would rather continue our own investigations, without the unhelpful detours to Malgus's cage.
Your frustration is understandable, but this situation presents a unique opportunity. We possess information that Malgus may not have himself. We should press our advantage.
All right. While we wait for more intel to come in, I'll see Malgus.
I do not envy you having to attempt any sort of communication with that ill-tempered brute.
If we're finished here, I have places to be.
Dr. Ogorob's findings provide crucial insight into what Malgus was planning. Focusing on Darth Nul's work, the defected minds was an important clue. But the fact Null used both Sith and Jedi techniques was completely unexpected. Though I am at a loss as to why Malgus would want anything to do with someone who had ties to the Jedi. And let's not forget Darth Null's holocron falling into the hands of Heta Kol.
Has Malgus been behaving himself?
I haven't seen any security alerts since your last visit. The droids are impervious to his influence, and access is limited. That doesn't mean he's cooperating. Malgus remains predictably stubborn. What we learned about Darth Null's Jedi influence does give us something to go on, though admittedly not much. Looks like we have a visitor.
Tell these droids to get out of my way. I need to speak to Malgus.
They answer only to the Empress and cannot be overridden, Shay.
Some higher-up is all sweaty about my past contracts with Malgus. They've got no understanding of how those things work. It's not like Malgus and I are pals. I was hired to do a job, and I did it.
Perhaps, but permission to interrogate the prisoner is restricted to a select few.
I'm going to find out if he's working with Heta, with or without permission.
This is not the place to start a fight.
I don't start fights. I end them. You should keep that in mind after what happened on Runic. We both need this. So, what's it gonna be?
You're not going in there. That's final.
Think about it. I'm the only one here who knows him. I get how he thinks, how he twists everything around, what's really important to him. I can make this happen.
This does not solve the issue those droids have with Shay.
Then put me on comms.
Comms? To listen in?
I don't like it. Any contact with Malgus is dangerous.
You're right, but I survived by his side longer than most. If you listen to me, we can trip him up.
This is a terrible risk, but time is short. We need something new to provoke Malgus. We'll be in full control. If anything seems out of place, we shut it all down.
The moment you cease being useful, you're cut off. Is that clear? She doesn't move from this spot.
Bottom line, threats are useless against Malgus. He fears nothing. You keep talking about putting an end to what he wants, and we'll get nowhere. Make him think you understand. That's the key to getting anything out of him.
Still sitting on the throne of defeat?
I told you he won't respond to that. Get him to think you're on his side.
If you explained to me what you hope to accomplish, maybe I can help you. Maybe there's another way to finish what you started. A way that others will accept.
Few minds can comprehend my vision.
Are you scared to tell me about it because it might fall apart?
You're losing our only chance to ask about Heta.
I want to know how Heta Kol fits into your plan.
I have no need for the Mandalorians or their quarrels. An endless cycle of waste and fodder. Useless.
Big talk from inside that cell.
Mandalorian history is nothing but slaughter and bloodshed. They know how to follow orders without question.
Or fight for a purpose.
Slippery Chakarish. Okay, Maybe Hedda wasn't part of his plan, but something sure as hell changed.
You can't conquer the galaxy without an army.
When I am through, one will rise from the ashes. I will tear apart the corrupt systems that allow weakness to infect the galaxy. I will stop the rot. I will burn down all of their failing legacies and see who embraces the flame.
More of this mystical Osic. What about the holocron? Does Hedda have something she can use against my people?
Who whispers in your ear? Shavisla. Your thoughts are plain to me, Mandalore the Avenger. Your rage consumes you. There was a battle, and your prey slipped through your fingers. Your people are divided, while Heta Kol gathers her army. You are right to come begging for answers. Heta will destroy you.
Where is she? Dinila Hutun! Answer me!
Can you not see it? The past looms over us all, a shadow of unchanging history. There are fools who believe they can outrun the shadow. Without a flame to chase it away, it will consume them. They are doomed to repeat the same failures. None who have stood by my side have understood this. The only one who could have is my enemy. A shame that you and I must remain that way.
Nothing lasts forever.
Greetings. I'm relieved you answered. I must make an unusual request.
Someone somewhere is always asking something of me.
I understand that this is one request out of many, but the circumstances are unique. I have been summoned by the three. What they had to say has left me disquieted. Meet me at these coordinates on Voss, and I will explain in greater detail.
You should have reported back to Odessen if your mission was complete. I needed you to help identify one of Darth Nul's relics, and you were nowhere to be found.
I apologize, but I could not have ignored an invitation from the three.
Then what you have to say better be important.
Your apprehension is understandable, even expected. But this is important. I will await your arrival.
We have enough mysteries to contend with without getting the Voss involved. They're not exactly known for being straightforward. Sana Ray sounded unlike herself. I do hope whatever she has to tell you isn't too troubling.
Arcann? I can't believe you're here.
You were wise to send SWTOR to help me. Without her, I might still be searching those ruins. I'm so glad to be home.
SWTOR didn't tell me you'd be here. You caught me off guard.
I'm sure it slipped her mind. She has been speaking to some other Voss about something, and she has seemed unsettled.
You have arrived. Good. I have been waiting to show you this. When we first uncovered the existence of Darth Nul, I could not imagine that tracing the origins of one of her relics would lead here. The strange ruins Arcann found on the planet in wild space. They were resistant to his presence for a reason.
But together we found something.
What you are about to see. Darth Nul possessed a talent that was unique among her kind. Through the Force, she could connect her mind to another's. Darth Nul could speak to someone's most hidden desires. Reach depths of their thoughts they could not reach themselves. Over great distances, she could mentally bond with anyone who could feel the Force. In those who did not recognize their own abilities, she awakened that realization.
Sharing this knowledge was unacceptable to those around Darth Nul. She was ostracized, friendless.
Darth Nul took those who would follow her to an empty world in wild space, where they could do as they pleased, without judgment. Nul taught her disciples how to forge mental bonds as she did. They called out to others and invited them to their sanctuary.
But Darth Nul was careless. She made contact with someone she shouldn't have. The Sith Emperor, as he was then. He took advantage of her mistake. He ruthlessly pursued her.
Before the Emperor could reach her followers, Nul locked many of their secrets away in the ruins Arcann found. Nul and the others fought back against their captors, but their fate was sealed. The Emperor dominated the minds of her disciples, bent them to his will, enslaved them. After that day, Nul's followers became servants of the Emperor, and she became Darth Nul.
Why did someone as powerful as the Emperor take interest in such an outsider?
Many reasons. The Emperor was always searching for methods to increase his power, to expand his armies, and Nul could provide them. And if the Jedi learned that someone they had expelled from their order was building the Emperor's weapons, that would have been a powerful blow.
Don't the Jedi claim to protect people? And they let that happen?
I do not have much to say about how the Jedi conduct themselves. Voss also live by rules that many outsiders consider inflexible. The account of Darth Nul's removal from the Jedi is told from her own perspective. We do not know much about what transpired before that, other than what she was called, Master Renaya.
Malgus knows about Master Renaya and everything else about Darth Nul's past, I'm sure of it. We're chasing shadows and making fools out of ourselves.
But now the truth has come to light. If Malgus wanted to hide it forever, he failed.
All that you found about Darth Nul, why did I have to come to Voss to hear it?
After I heeded the Three's request to return to Voss, I heard whisperings. Rumors of a vision that caused great concern among the mystics. The Three forbade them to speak about what was seen. A revelation centered on Darth Malgus.
All this sneaking around and secrecy for what? A bad dream?
The visions of the mystics are more than that. The Three know well the value you would place on hearing the details of this vision. But they would never share them with an outsider, even one of your status, unless you gave them a reason to.
I saved this planet from the brink of total destruction. Isn't that enough?
For some, yes. But we must sway those who believe you brought Valen's attack upon Voss.
My sister nearly destroyed this world because of me. I should be the one to make amends.
From the damage she caused, there may be a way. Despite our best efforts, some of our most sacred temples have yet to be rebuilt in the years since Valen's assault. The Shrine of Contemplation is too deep within Gormak lands. The work is slow, even with aid from the few Gormak who have chosen to continue their alliance with the Voss. The three are overseeing progress at the Shrine of Contemplation now. If you were to approach them and offer your assistance, perhaps you will change their minds about the vision. You have a reputation of persistence and tenacity. They will not turn you away so easily.
I can tell when someone is stringing me along. Either the three cooperate or I walk.
A fair proposition.
I'd like to speak with you for a moment, before you depart.
Here are the coordinates for the Shrine of Contemplation. I will send a message ahead to the commandos there to expect your arrival.
Arcann, what was it you wanted to talk about?
All this talk of visions, it reminded me. Something strange happened while I was away. As I searched Darth Maul's ruins, every step I took felt so familiar. Like I had been there before.
Darth Nul was captured from that place by the Emperor. Did your father, when he was Valkorian, did he ever return there?
If he had, he would have never allowed me to accompany him. Something I'm grateful for now. It was confusing, distressingly so. I was so certain I had stood on the surface of that empty world, even though I could not remember when or why. I spoke with Sonoray about this sense of familiarity. It didn't take long before she understood what I was feeling. I was there, in those ruins, once before, during the ritual in the Shrine of Healing.
How is that possible?
I am unsure. This realization awakened other memories of what I saw while the Voss healed me. I believed they were dreams at the time, but Sonoray believes otherwise. She says they were visions.
You sound surprised. Did you not have visions before?
Not like this. In the ritual, the mystics infuse part of their spirit with yours. It is not uncommon for a mystic's gifts to be shared with the one they are cleansing. They open my mind to unreachable distances. The past. What may happen. What never will. In truth, it is all still a blur. It was as if I lived decades in the span of hours. I saw centuries worth of horrors committed by my father. I felt the rage and the cruelty born of my desperation to please him. The suffering and the devastation I caused, it was all made plain to me. When I learned what my father had done in Darth Maul's ruins, old fears resurfaced. I was afraid I saw those ruins because I was doomed to follow in his footsteps. But in my vision, I also saw a place by your side, and what I needed to become, to be worthy of it. I saw the work I could do, how I could dedicate myself to atonement, like helping you stop Darth Malgus. Reliving that vision, it reminded me that I have far to go before I can be forgiven for all that I inflicted upon others, if that is even possible. But I am moving in the right direction.
Now you see what I see. Your strength, your sincerity. It was always in you, Arcann. And I know it may not seem like it, but you don't have to do any of this alone. I'm yours, whenever you need me.
Not one day has passed at your side where I felt alone. Your belief is a gift, one that I cherish deeply. You are so captivating, It is difficult to find the words to say how grateful I am for you. But I want to thank you, in every way possible, for not giving up on me.
I had hoped the Three's presence would encourage everyone to work harder. Nothing has improved.
Give it time. The Three will grow tired of the delay, and they will make it known.
Greetings. I am Maton Jar. This is Kodum. Sonoray sent word that you would be joining us. You keep the company of strange associates. I wonder, is it a testament to your character? Together, we, the Shrine Restoration Initiative, have rebuilt much of the damage inflicted during the Eternal Empire's attack. Many shrines in the vicinity of Voska are fully restored. We understand that you hope for an audience with the Three. They are here, but wholly consumed with seeing us expedite our work on the Shrine of Contemplation. Should you help us arrive at our goal? They have lost control of the excavation droids. That is troubling. Wait. Before one enters the Shrine of Judgment, one must be cleansed. The workers perform this ritual before entering the shrine. The outsider must do the same. The outsider will prevent any harm from coming to them. But unless the ritual is performed, desecration of the shrine is assured. To ignore their call for help would be the greater sin. I cannot force you to do the cleansing ritual, outsider, especially in this urgent situation. But should you choose to honor the customs of Voss, go to the Altar of Clarity, at the edge of the settlement. I will guide you through the ritual. This is the Altar of Clarity. To begin the ritual, gather sacred incense from those crates and burn it.
Thank you, outsider.
Why is this happening?
과민광은 감지완과 막기란파 내서 fonde 건너가네와 에약 난난니 마탄 kumdi tremoyo bot masang Wai tak lam vikka tombay te Ni go wai tap wai chakamang Kumongi wai he treole Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angkor sun ei lam sayo Ni go wai tap wai chakamang Kumongi wai he treole Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angkor sun ei lam sayo Huavaska bam ki ngung ham trong wan lao the chao troksha Nei so fundi ko naka neva eak nagnan ni matan Ni goyai kutobo kom matfa twang kan voyamang Kum niku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angkor sun ei lam sayo Ang pak kinoto minfu drojin trangkan Nambo mongbom tulran kati kumimu ko nambang O kung klung sa bam doting namani hao lei mai Kwai kong ni bao li ching tong dorong lao Huavaska bam ki ngung ham trong wang lao the chao troksha Nei so fundi ko naka neva eak nagnan ni matan. Oyi siguro uvak ramba gabafute. Kum niku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angkor sun ei lam sayo. Dan foi vutagan aknan chok tontai. Vebegor nesa fun. Go wai tap wai chakamang Kumongi wai he triole Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angkor sun ei lam sayo Dan foi vutagan aknan chok tontai Vebegor nesa fun Nei so fundi ko naka neva eak nagnan ni matan. Huavaska bam ki ngung ham trong wan lao the chao troksha. Vid no wat ding no tang mu. Ni go wai tap wai chakamang. Kumongi wai he triole. Nei so fundi ko naka neva eak nagnan ni matan. Kwai tak lam vikka tombay te. Huavaska bam ki ngung ham trong wan lao the chao troksha. Ni go wai tap wai chakamang. Kumongi wai he triole. Dan foi vutagan aknan chok tontai. Vebegor nesa fun. Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angkor sun ei lam sayo. O kung klung sa bam doting namani hao lei mai. Nei so fundi ko naka neva eak nagnan ni matan. Ni go wai tap wai chakamang. Kumongi wai he triole. Kiromog, vandeling ruva den oiri. Dan foi vutagan aknan chok tontai. Vebegor nesa fun. Vaidelen dang kortadi lavat.
Eyes on the floor. Do you hear me? We can't have you running around messing things up. What did I just say about not moving? Stay put. It's for your own good. Heads up, we got an intruder! Stand down now! I don't have time for this! Time to die! Get out of the way!
Danfoy Vudagan Arcann Choktonte Vebegor Nesafun Nigo Woy Tapway Chakamran Kumongi Woy He Triole
Lumbo Muambun Tuturulan Katehe Kumni Mu Konamban Kumnue Jiwai Mam Lui Chao Tapai Luengor Senao Lam La Sao
Kumniku Wai Bam Lui Chotai Fai Lai Angor Sun Nei Lam Sao Ne Sofun De Konada Neva Eak Nagnan Nimatan Nigo Woy Tapway Chakamran Kumongi Woy He Triole Kumniku Wai Bam Lui Chotai Fai Lai Angor Sun Nei Lam Sao Ne Sofun De Konada Neva Eak Nagnan Nimatan Danfoy Vudagan Arcann Choktonte Vebegor Nesafun Ambo Mongbon Tulran Kati Kuminmu Ko Namban Nigo Woy Tapway Chakamran Kumongi Woy He Triole Danfoy Vudagan Arcann Choktonte Vebegor Nesafun
I heard there were mystics who volunteered to survey the Shrine of Silence.
I hope Maiden Jah denied their request. That place should be left alone.
I'm surprised you believe the rumors about it. What could be in there that is so terrible?
We are trying to repair the droids as quickly as we can, but their reprogramming has been extensive. It is complex work.
Kumniku Wai Bam Lui Chotai Fai Lai Angor Sun Nei Lam Sao Kiro Nohem Kwang Chabat Egoti Kon Diptuvos Kaglor Dinkai Trebenkoi Na Pindekam
We had no warning to give. It is absurd to think we knew anything and failed to inform you. This is our home, as much as it is yours.
Kwai Kong Ni Bao Li Ching Tong Doro Nao Danfoy Vudagan Arcann Choktonte Vebegor Nesafun
There is a considerable amount of Gormak technology in this. How did the invaders come to possess this? Kodam, choose your words carefully. What do you know about this?
Kumniku Wai Bam Lui Chotai Fai Lai Angor Sun Nei Lam Sao
And yet I had to discover the truth from the outsider. I see. But it is I who am accused of withholding information? Our researchers will study this device, and divine its purpose. Doing so will allow us to track the invaders, and avoid unnecessary destruction.
Nigo Woy Tapway Chakamran Kumongi Woy He Triole
Your actions have given us leverage in this fight, but the harm done has been extensive. Our work in the Shrine of Contemplation was already behind. Zerka's presence has thrown the reconstruction into chaos. Some damage can be repaired. But if we cannot complete the restoration, it will leave a lasting scar. Until the work has resumed, the three will not turn their attention to you. You have proven to be more than capable for such a task. Let our people do their work, and we minimize battle in our most sacred places. Perhaps this is hard for an outsider to understand. You are very skilled at what you do. Rare talent combined with training that sets you apart. Now, imagine you are part of a society that works to hone your abilities to a greater purpose. Our shrines are built for this singular purpose. But now those shrines, built over generations, are destroyed, reduced to rubble by the Eternal Empire. In that moment, it was as if our eyes were shut. We were cut off from our purpose. We do not restore buildings. We ignite our purpose once more, until we find that light again. Everything else, the invaders, the truce, the relics, is secondary. Perhaps. But as I said, we cannot risk chaos in the tunnels because of a random search. Never fear. There is much to be done. We need help in ways other than stopping the invaders. Offer your skills, and the three will notice. Do you understand? The importance of what they do cannot be understated. Now, I must update the three on the situation. They will be most disappointed to learn how the invaders obtain the devices we are researching.
Arcann
They are lucky so many survived.
We are lucky they survived. Our work will not succeed without them.
The Fountain of Purity is functional again. I thought you would be pleased to hear it.
Thank you for letting me know. I hope the repairs last longer than the previous time.
You have our sincere thanks. As to our ongoing Zerka problem, our researchers have some information on the device you recovered. They confirm the purpose of the device, to locate objects touched by the Force. Why would an arms dealer like Zerka hire mercenaries to find these items? Why risk war for a remote chance of finding something they cannot use? Once we became aware of what the device can do, we feared what Zerka might find in the depths of the Shrine of Contemplation. You should begin your search for the invaders there. Stop Zerka, and bring anything you find back to us. In testing the device, we discovered potential targets. Apart from that, you know enough to complete this final task. Nothing that you are not already aware of. Do this for us, and your audience with the three will be secured.
You do good work. How you handled my incompetent colleagues back there. Beautiful. It will save me a lot of paperwork when I report back to Zerka. Oh, I knew this would get uncomfortable. I mean, we are professionals with opposing objectives. So let's get right to business, shall we? The Voss keeps all kinds of dangerous objects lying around. That's why we're both here, yes? We know some would make powerful weapons. In the right hands. The Gormak understand this. I do have to hand it to them. Their ways with technology are impressive. Second only to Zerka. They could turn the right artifact into a new balance of power. Temper? Surely you want to know the importance of what you've stumbled upon. What you have there is the prize. It's a record of the Jedi's influence on the ancient Voss. Normally I don't need an armed escort to retrieve historical documents, but in the right hands, this one could severely undermine the truce. We get the Voss and Gormak fighting again. This world is open to Zerka operations, weapon sales. Oh, the possibilities are endless. Thank you. Such recognition from someone with your talents. How refreshing. Now, I do need to be on my way, so I'm going to hand this chat over to my good friends here. It's been a pleasure.
Where have you been? I look forward to hearing them. Kodum is right. You have done much to be commended for, Outsider. The three have taken notice of the progress the Initiative has regained. They know who deserves the credit for this accomplishment. If anything is to destroy our accord, it will not be what is in that relic. If that is all, you must be eager to return to your original purpose. Because I appreciate all of your tireless efforts, I am compelled to warn you. Through your decisions, you have given Kodum much power in the Shrine Restoration Initiative. I understand your reasoning for this. The three may not. You must prepare for this eventuality when you meet them.
It is time. The three have asked you to appear before them. I will not judge your decisions, but you cannot expect them to understand what you have done. Be prepared to face their displeasure. They are waiting for you now.
I'm getting the sense that the three aren't happy with you.
It is not that. There are unresolved questions.
What are you talking about?
When the Eternal Empire threatened the galaxy, my presence in your alliance was understandable. But much has changed. The Outsiders' wars no longer concern Voss. We have our own struggles. The three want to know why I do not return and continue my duties as a mystic. After I joined the Alliance, I no longer had access to interpreters who could derive meaning from my visions. For the first time, my actions were determined by my own decisions, and a Voss who chooses to remain with outsiders is a Voss who is forever looked upon with doubt.
Your place won't always be guaranteed. If something happens, don't blame me when the Voss won't take you back.
The choices I have made are mine, and I do not regret them. You have given me the opportunity to lead, to help others face uncertainty. That is a greater purpose than I ever found as a mystic. I have kept you too long. The three will be wondering what has delayed you.
Outsider, do you understand the importance of this meeting?
We really don't need all the fanfare and ceremony. Just give me the information I need.
After everything you have done here, Outsider, you are in no position to make demands of the three. If we thought it could remedy our troubling circumstances, we would have had you removed from Voss. But we hope that after hearing what we have to say, you may consider your actions more carefully.
There has been a vision. Its contents are disturbing.
Life will be reshaped. Scales unbalanced.
A wave of change rises and falls, beyond the reach of Darth Malgus.
And as he dreams, he awakens a great power. One that will tear the galaxy apart.
He can't do that if I kill him.
We possess few details about this vision, but there is one thing we are certain of.
Should Darth Malgus perish, this catastrophe will transpire more quickly.
There's something you're not telling me.
We have no reason to lie.
Then what can I do? Why tell me any of this?
You are familiar with the visions experienced by our mystics. The role these prophecies play?
I don't listen to prophecies. I make my own way.
That is what concerns us.
The mystics experience visions, the unfailing beacons of truth our people follow.
And from these revelations, the interpreters show us the path, the decisions we must make to preserve our home, our way of life.
But in this vision, we see no outcome. There is nothing to guide us. The interpreters are united in its meaning.
The three, the Voss. We can do nothing. We are powerless.
This shrouded prophecy will come to pass. The foundations will be shaken. The pillars raised. The chaos is unavoidable. But whatever is to come from this, it is you who will choose the fate of us all.
Our destiny is in the hands of an outsider. Do you see why we shield our people from this?
I'm tired of being responsible for the consequences of every decision.
You can fight against destiny, but it is inescapable.
Whatever part you play in this, enemy or ally, none of it will happen without you. You must be ready. We will be waiting.